Dear Annie. Sorry, I missed you. Enjoy the chocolate. Love, Mom.
To get out of it, then nothing's going to happen. It's up to you.
Meanwhile, we got something we want to ask you. It's kind of important. Go ahead.
Well, I want to know if you want to be my maid of honor. Rob and I are going to get married.
You are? You're going to get... Well, yes, I would love to. Of course.
There won't be a wedding. Don't get your hopes up, Joy.
Well, Asa, you certainly painted a very rosy picture of the children having a wonderful time at your ranch in Texas, but you don't have to spare me the bad part. They must have a lot of questions. They must miss us.
Well, sure, but it doesn't take the most part of the day or anything. I mean, Kevin was telling Joey about a lot of his friends go to summer camp every year, and he said that the ranch is like a camp, only better. And little Kevin decided being away from you, that he's a big boy now.
See, honey, by the time we get them back, they're going to be a couple of real ranch hands.
I told all the ranch hands to kind of, watch their language and mind their manners around the boys, but I'm afraid, Viki, that they might have picked up a couple of words you're not going to approve of when they come back home.
When? When, that's the operative word, isn't it? When will this all be over? When do they get to come home to us? And how do we protect them from the awful truth that their mother was another person for a while? And because of her, a very nice man died.
What did you say to me?
You heard me.
I can't believe this. Viki may be emotionally ill, but I'm really starting to think that you are demented here. First, you kill Harry. You actually do it. Then you try to pin it on me. And now you're trying to pin it on Clint?
Tina.
No, don't do that.
You have to listen to me. You have to give me a chance here. Listen to me with an open mind.
No, listening to you got me exactly in the mess that I am in right now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get you out of the mess. All right, now I have thought this through very clearly. It works together perfectly. It's like beautiful. I've outdone myself, as a matter of fact.
You are really pathetic.
Hey, all right, wait a second and listen to me.
Now.
Shh, just listen and think for a second. Clint killed Harry while he was temporarily insane with jealousy. And you told the police that I did it because you were trying to protect your poor, pitiful sister. All right? All right, now you knew Viki could not stand another blow, right? Might send her into mental institution for the rest of her life. Also, you loved her. She's your sister, okay? Even if she did screw you out of the fortune, the Lord name and all that.
Look, I'm not going to listen to any more of this. I've taken all I can of this, and I've certainly taken all I can of you.
Can I ask you one question? Why did you knock on my door?
Because I wanted to plead with you to take responsibility for what you did, for the crime you committed.
No, I think you knocked on my door because you miss me just as much as I miss you.
I've never met anybody so arrogant as you in my life.
All right, now listen to me. In order to save your beautiful little body, and also to save our marriage, and we are still going to get married, you're going to have to go on that stand. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to start off very coolly, slowly. All of a sudden, you're going to get hysterical. You're going to start crying like a baby. Your eyes are going to be all red. You're going to be nose running, everything. I want you to have a handkerchief or some Kleenex or something like that. I want you to sell this good, okay? You're going to blubber out the truth, the awful truth that you've been trying to protect Viki from. And that truth is, this is a key thing here, Clint found the note that Niki sent to Viki saying dump Clint, right? So that she can, Harry could be together. Okay, this guy, Clint, goes nuts. He's got a terrible temper, right? He goes to the secret drawer in the library. He pulls out Victor's old gun.
That's the gun you used? I actually helped you find the murder weapon?
You did help me. Did I ever thank you for that? Okay, now, Clint sticks the 6-shooter into his belt, right? It's hi-yo silver all the way over to the boarding house. Now, go back with me just a little bit here, okay? You are over at the backstreet bar. Viki wanders in as Niki. You can't believe your eyes. You go over to her and you say, Viki, what are you doing? You got to go back to the house. She says, get away. I don't know who you are. She takes off back to the boarding house. You pursue her, all right? Being the doting, wonderful little sister that you are, huh?
No, I can't listen to this. I can't listen to any more of
no,
this.
you will listen to me, sweetheart. I want to stay out of the frying pan. All right. You get over there shortly after Harry gets there, okay? Harry, the guy is losing his mind. He can't believe that the woman he loved is actually Victoria Buchanan. But he's trying to reason with her because he's a good guy. And you're a good girl and you're helping him, okay? You're helping him. It's a wonderful scene. He's got his arms around her. It's a very loving scene. All of a sudden, Clint Buchanan appears in this open doorway.
I can't believe this. You could have been a writer. You could have been making a fortune with this stuff, but you're ruining people's lives.
Listen to me, okay? Clint immediately whips out the gun. He's gonna shoot this guy. You, the heroine that you are, you charge him. You grab the gun. This is how the fingerprints get on the gun, okay? It also explains how the bullet got up in the ceiling. Now, Clint, by the way, is wearing gloves. He's a lot like Mitch. He's a very smart guy, okay? Listen, Harry tries to take off, okay? Clint says, stop! He turns around, ba-boom! Clint shoots him right in the heart. Fade out. The end.
The end?
Yeah.
Just like that, and you really think everybody's gonna believe me? That everybody's gonna take my word instead of Clint's? You know, my word is not exactly good as gold around here, thanks to you.
Well, honey, I'd say it's your best shot. No pun intended. Hey. You're gonna overlook that. Because you have been under a great deal of stress.
Yeah, well, there's one little fact that you're overlooking here, and that is Nicole Smith. Because Nicole Smith saw everything. She knows exactly what happened, and she is my only hope, not you, and certainly not this story about it being Clint.
Oh, yeah? So where is she? How come she hasn't come forth, huh? Trial starts tomorrow, teen. Look, I love you. I want to save your life, and the only chance is to do what I'm telling you. Tell them the story about Clint.
No, it's not my only chance. You could tell them the truth.
Honey, as much as I love you, and I do love you.
No, you don't love me. Don't tell me that. You never loved me. The only person you ever loved is yourself. But you know what's really sad, Mitch? Is that I really loved you. And that's exactly what hurts so much right now.
Well, we're gonna make that hurt go away when you tell this story. Now look, honey, this is a world of survivors. I'm a survivor. I can't just sacrifice myself for you.
Sweetheart, first of all, the boys are too young to understand their mommy becoming a different person. It's beyond them.
That's right. I mean, I didn't understand as old as I am, Viki. I'm sorry. That was stupid.
No, it's all right. It's a reality that everyone will know about once the trial gets underway.
Can't your doctor, keep you off the witness stand?
Oh, maybe. Since I literally don't know anything except what happened after the murder. But of course, Tina is going to tell her version of the story, and Clint is going to have to tell them that he found me there as Niki Smith.
Well, there may be another way around that.
I don't think there is, not if you're a witness. Anyway, that news is going to filter down to Cherokee County, just as it's going to go up and down the entire East Coast. So the boys are bound to hear something.
Kim will keep it away from them, sweetheart.
It is so humiliating. For the Buchanans, for the Lord Foundation, for everyone.
Viki, please, don't worry about us. The Buchanans have made public spectacles of themselves for years, long before you got involved with us. And I'm going to tell you something else. The Lords and Buchanans were going to thrive, no matter what.
Oh, I wish I had your attitude, Ace. Of course, if I did have your attitude, none of this would have happened in the first place. If I'd only taken Tina's claim seriously. This instead of escaping into...
Honey.
What?
That is the past.
Yeah.
Try not to torment yourself about it.
Okay, fine. I'll just wait a few days and then the national intruder can torment me instead. Not to mention the respectable news. Do you know, I've had a very good idea. Why don't I write an editorial or a story about it myself? And talk about my disorder in psychological terms. Tell them to how it affected me and describe the events leading up. Well, I guess it's not such a good idea then. Just another attempt to hedge a scandal.
Well, honey, what I'm thinking is that doing something like that this close to the trial could be misinterpreted, you know, like you were trying to sway the jury or something.
And, Viki, you wouldn't want to do anything that might enable Tina to slip through the net.
Tina has not been found guilty yet.
But she will be, Viki. This half-sister of yours is a murderess. Now, you talk about bad publicity for the family.
Oh, Paul, for Pete's sake, come on.
Oh, Clint, it's all right. If she's guilty, then that's true.
Well, I heard a new twist on this from Carla Scott today. Pete O'Neill, Harry's brother, is an attorney practicing out of Pittsburgh.
I know. Bo mentioned that he met him at the funeral.
Yeah. Well, strange as it may sound, he is now representing Tina Clayton.
Hi, Niki.
Hey, you're certainly a busy man. You suddenly leave town. I heard you come in late last night, and I thought I'd catch you in the morning. When I got up, you were already gone.
Well, I got a lot to tell you. First, I want to hear about the family. How are you and Joy doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Joy moved back to the lake with the kids.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I think so. I think being in this house just adds to her grief rather than alleviate it. And I've got Rafe. And Sadie and the baby.
Too bad she doesn't have a steady guy.
Yeah, romance has never worked out for her, which is an O'Neill daughter tradition. So, have a seat. Tell me where you've been. Did you go to Pittsburgh on legal business or something?
Nope. I flew down to Miami. I interviewed Mitch Laurence.
Oh, he's the one that
He's the one that Tina said murdered Harry.
I don't understand. Why did you do that?
All right. I have grave doubts about Tina's guilt. And after talking to Mitch, I know I'm right. I'm taking on Tina's defense.
You are going to be that little viper's lawyer?
That's right. Our other attorney was just going through the motions of a defense.
Oh, great. And you're going to be Mr. Gallant. You're going to defend the person that murdered your brother in cold blood? Is that what you're telling me?
She hasn't been tried yet.
Oh, give me a break.
No, you give me a break. I never thought you were a kind of person that had a lynch mob mentality. I thought you were a person that believed in justice.
No. No, I don't believe there's any justice, especially when my father is lying dead right now. And you're saying they're telling me you're going to defend the very person that did it?
Wait a minute. I don't think she's guilty.
All right, why don't you sit here and explain to me why you think that?
All right. Look, there are just holes all through this story. 1, Tina's action the day at the Backstreet Bar, the day of the murder. And 2, I can't find anybody in this town who believes, even remotely, that Tina Clayton had the intelligence to pull off a complicated scheme like this.
That isn't proof.
All right. Then I flew down to Miami, and I met up with Mitch. And you talk about a smooth operator. Oh, he was just all full of how he loves Tina. He cared about Tina. He was so sorry about Harry. He was so sorry that she felt so bad that she was trying to pin it on him.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah? Well, you ever look into somebody's eyes? I mean, really look into their eyes and there's just no one home? I mean, where you can't look in and see their soul, where their eyes are just like a mirror? I looked in that man's eyes, and I'm telling you, I saw my own reflection. And I knew right then and there that it was him. And then to back everything up, this woman comes in, right? She throws her arm around him, calls him darling. Says she's got the plane tickets to Africa. They're going on a safari tomorrow. So much for how he cares and loves Tina.
That's it? That's what you're basing your decision on, that?
All right. Then I talked to Ed Hall. Things are changing very fast for our Mr. Laurence. The minute he realized I suspected him, he canceled the safari, right? He came back to town to set up his alibi as the guy who loves the poor, misguided little girl.
Wonderful. That does not make him a murderer.
I'm telling you, he did it. Every instinct I have is screaming out that that man killed my brother.
Excuse me. I think this happens to be very terrific publicity for you. That's what I think. The brother defending the alleged killer?
Just what the... All right, easy, doesn't me. Easy. I was just about to jump all over you that you really don't know who I am, and then I realized, no, you don't. And that's my fault. Dee Dee, come on. You really believe I would defend her if I thought she killed Harry?
No. But Pete, what if you're wrong?
Then I'll learn a big lesson about my instincts.
Well, where is it going to be? It's going to be right here. Timber Dark?
Yep.
Got it. Well, aren't you afraid the ghost will appear at the wedding?
No, last night everything was clear, so whoever, whatever it was, is probably gone.
And besides, for all those people who don't think this house is haunted, we will prove them wrong.
Hey, Ghost, you want to come to a wedding? You want to marry us? You're smiling. Hey, what's the matter?
Joy. It's all right to laugh and forget about it for a minute. Come on.
Hello there.
Brody.
Hi.
Hi, that's your name, right?
Right. Hey, I'm sorry about taking off on you guys like I did the other day, but while you were looking for that collar, I thought I saw a fellow in the woods.
A fellow?
My cat. That's the one you guys named Shadow. He's been missing.
So is our chocolate.
Well, I wish I could say it broke my heart, but it doesn't. I never liked that cat.
Why is that?
Well, he attacked me the first day I was here.
It couldn't have been Othello. Othello's very affectionate. By the way, my name's Brody Price. You are?
Joy O'Neill.
Nice to meet you, Joy. I live down the road in the trailer park. So anyway, there's a shed full of tools, equipment, and other things. If you guys need anything...
No, we're cool. Thanks a lot.
Well, that's not exactly true. I mean, this house does not exactly have a lot of comforts.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. There are some ceiling fans if it gets too hot. I could install one easily.
Look, at night, our room gets really stuffy. I think it'd be great.
Well, Cassie?
Sure, why not?
Wait, that's stupid. That's stupid. A summer house with fans? No.
Well, come on, you're overruled, Rob. Yeah. I love it.
Okay, great. I'll be back in an hour or so, and I'll bring one with me.
Thanks, Brody.
Wonderful.
And look, we're sorry about your cat.
It's all right. All right, I'll see you.
Thanks.
Hey, don't forget the chocolate.
Rob.
I'm sorry. The guy, I know he took those chocolates. I know it, and he knows it. He took the chocolates. It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't anything like that. I don't know what it is with this guy. All of a sudden, he's friendly. What's this?
Maybe
he comes
he's
up
just
here
a
and
friendly
he's
guy.
offering his fans. Who needs that? He's not a friendly guy. What he is a pain, is what he is. And I don't like the way he looks.
Well, I love the way he looks.
Clint, there may be possible reasons, but I'm going to tell you what the bottom line is. Harry's brother's a headline hunter and figures this will make him a nationally known lawyer.
Viki?
What?
What are you thinking about?
Tina. I was thinking that I feel I should go tell her that I did try and get Niki Smith to come back, but that I failed.
For what reason? So she can turn on the tears again and make you feel guiltier? Or pull some other stunt?
No, Clint, I just would like to tell her, all right? Please, don't make a case out of it. I'll go and find her later.
Not without me, you won't.
Why? Don't you trust me to leave the house?
Viki, he does not trust Tina.
Excuse me.
Yes, babe.
Mr. Peter O'Neill is here to see you.
Well, that is my cue to leave, unless I'm going to let me tell him off. He won't walk in this room.
No, he said, but please ask him to come in, Paige. Thank you.
For that, I'm going to say goodbye.
He said thank you for
And I love
everything.
you both.
Thank you for everything.
Talk to you tomorrow, pal. Mr. O'Neill, I'm Clint Buchanan.
O'Neill.
This is my wife, Viki.
Nice to meet you.
We are so sorry, so very sorry for this tragedy. We cared about your brother a great deal.
Good. Then I hope you care about putting his killer behind bars. Because that's why I'm here. I need some help. How well do you know Mitch Laurence?
Oh, not at all. We were introduced once, that's it.
Well, I'm sorry, but Tina said that Mitch made a special point of getting to know Nicole Smith.
I'm very sorry, Mr. O'Neill, but you see, I have no knowledge of what Nicole does. I don't know who she sees or where she goes or anything about her, which is why I'm quite useless when it comes to any testimony regarding the events that led up to your brother's death.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask such a rude question, but you see, Tina feels that your other personality can set her free.
I know that.
Mr. O'Neill, this Nicole Smith isn't around anymore. Now, my wife's psychiatrist has told us that she's gone. She's grieving for your brother, and she has no need or desire to return anymore. And quite frankly, we have no need or desire to ever see her again.
From your point of view, I can understand that. But from Tina's...
No, wait a minute. Let me finish. If you have come here hoping to see Nicole Smith, I'm afraid you come up empty-handed. And you're going to have to find your proof someplace else.
I wish I could help you.
Well, can I at least please see the secret drawer? In the desk, the one with the old gun?
What are you talking about?
What drawer? What gun?
You don't know.
Know about what?
May I?
Yes, what?
Well, according to Tina, there's a secret drawer in this desk. There's, must be this brass head here.
Good Lord.
Maybe turn it the other way.
Oh!
According to Tina, there's a jade figurine in this drawer. An old gun in that one.
I had no idea these were here.
Yeah, well, Mitch took the gun out. Tina never touched it, but she told him about it.
And what do we do? Assume that this is where your father kept the gun hidden?
That's the only explanation. I feel very strange about the fact that Mitch Laurence had access to this house.
Oh, wait a minute. Unless this whole story is another one of Tina's lies.
No. Mitch was in here quite often, as a matter of fact. He was here the day of the murder, when he delivered the note, supposedly, from Nicole Smith.
I wish we could be sure that he had done it.
Tina delivered that note, damn it.
Let me ask you a question. What is your investment in seeing Tina found guilty?
Tina Clayton did nothing but cause trouble when she was here years ago, and she's done nothing but cause trouble since she came back. Now, maybe you have fallen for that teary-eyed, poor little me look that she likes to use. I haven't. A lady is capable of murder.
Oh, Clint, she's not.
Honey, she is capable of doing anything to get what she wants. Anything.
I see the two of you disagree.
Well, you must be quite convinced of her innocence.
Only of murder. Now, can I ask you some more questions?
How was your day, Rafe?
Pretty boring. Llanview was fairly quiet last night.
Can you, take a day off tomorrow?
Well, I can switch if you need me to be here, or take a vacation day.
Yeah, Tina's trial starts tomorrow, and I'd really like to be there.
Dee Dee, that's going to be very rough for you.
I know, but I have to be there. There's just too many facts I don't know about. There's my dad and this aberration of Viki's and how he got into that room in the first place, and also I'll get a chance to see my uncle as a defense lawyer.
What?
You didn't hear. He's decided to take on Tina's case. He doesn't think that she did it.
And he sure uncovered some evidence we haven't.
No, he said it was his gut instinct.
Oh,
that's what he told me. I mean, at first I was really furious about it and everything, but now that I think about it, I'm really worried. I'm worried that he's going to get her off when she really did it. You're convinced that she did it, right?
The facts speak for themselves, Dee Dee. We can't find any evidence that in any way suggests that she didn't do it. But I wish you'd reconsider going to the trial.
No, I have to go. I have to be there. I'm going to be a witness to the truth. Presuming that the truth is going to come out in that courtroom.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
where have I been? I've been working on the case. Is that okay?
What, first you put me off till 7, okay? Then you keep me waiting for 10 minutes.
Hey, just calm down. Sit down. I went to the land fair. Just spoke to Clint and Viki Buchanan. Talking about the secret drawer in the desk. Something you didn't tell him about, huh? Clint saw as just further evidence of your guilt.
Of course he did. Mitch didn't leave much to the imagination, did he?
I have to admit, though, if that was Mitch's original intent to blame it on Niki Smith, it was a good idea to use that old gun.
Yeah. And to think I didn't even know till he talked to me today that he used Victor's gun.
Yeah, back to that. Why did he come to your room?
He didn't. I went to his.
You what? You went to his room when I told you to stay away from him?
Yes, that is exactly what I did. And you are not going to believe what he said to me. He wants to pin this whole thing, your brother's death, everything on Clint. He's got this all worked out where Clint went after Harry in some sort of jealous rage.
I'm stunned.
So was I. Believe me, so was I. And this is all some sort of idea of how he and I are going to stay together. This is his idea of how he's going to save me.
You sure you're not making this up?
Of course I'm not making this up. He even told me how it's all going to come out, how I'm going to break down in sobs on the witness stand and say how I was just trying to protect my sister, how I didn't want her to know that her husband was a killer.
That guy's too much.
Yeah.
All right. But what I don't understand is the motive. I mean, what did he expect to happen? I mean, if you broke down on the stand, if you changed your testimony, that would make people think you're guilty?
No, it's because he is so arrogant. He actually thinks that I would go back to him. I'm sure he still has his eye on the Lord Fortune.
Mm-hmm. Tell me something. Exactly why did you go and see him?
To try to convince him to tell the truth.
You really thought you could do that?
No. No, I didn't, but I felt I had to try.
Or maybe there was another reason. Maybe you felt you had to see him one more time, huh? Maybe you're still in love with him?
Look, Pete, I'd like to say I wasn't all right. But I can't do that. And sometimes when I think back to the Mitch I used to know before all this.
Yeah, that's another point. I need some more information on him, some background information. Now, did you ever pull anything shady before?
Yes.
While you were with him?
Yes.
So, you just draw the line at murder, huh?
What'd you guys do? Walk the guy home or what?
No, we just helped him look for his cat, that's all. So who wants to go for a swim before the sun goes down, huh?
Me, I'm gonna get Annie. Okay?
What about you, Joy? No, thanks. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna let you mope around here by yourself.
Oh, what, you wanna watch me mope in the water?
Yes, with all your clothes on, unless you change into your swimsuit. Come on.
Well?
The device is in place.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, how are things going? Are you making friends with our young intruders?
Yeah, except for Cassie's boyfriend. He's not as friendly as the others.
Oh, and well, he shouldn't be.
Hey, Doctor?
Uh-huh.
I don't really know what you've got in mind, but, you don't have any intentions of harming Cassie, do you?
How dare you ask me a question like that?
I've
told you before, when I first came to Llanview, Cassie was the only friend I had. I told you how much I adore her.
Yeah, but she's...
What? Get it out in the open so we can dispense with it once and for all.
She seems very happy with Rob. If you care about her, don't you want her to be happy?
Of course I want her to be happy. She's a very romantic girl, and I just don't happen to feel that this young man is the right one for her. She deserves my Cassie. My Cassie. Deserves a very special kind of person.
Cassie and Joy walked me out. They told me how haunted the house was. They're sure it's a ghost.
Well, they'll be pleased to know the ghost is leaving town.
No more tricks?
No. This is serious now.
All right.
I've got enough to get a detective in California to start working on these facts.
Well, now what?
Well, I think you should go home, have some supper, get some rest.
Sure, I'll just sleep like a baby. After all, I've got absolutely nothing on my mind.
Oh, come on, come on. Just go out with your friends, have some fun.
What friends?
You know, maybe after this is over, you think about changing your ways?
You see, maybe when this is over, it'll all be over, you know what I mean? Or I can at least look forward to a real exciting long life in prison.
Yeah, or maybe, just maybe I'll get you off. Now, you concentrate on that.
Come on, Pete, we both know that the only chance I've got is if Nicole Smith would get up on the witness stand and testify.
Now, you believe that. I don't.
You know, I really shouldn't have done anything. I shouldn't have tried to stop him. He was probably going to kill somebody anyways. I mean, the only thing I did by trying to be heroic was to get my fingerprints on the gun.
Do you think maybe we go back to the boarding house? It'll jog your memory. I mean, you'll remember something that can help us.
I don't think there's anything that can help me, and about going back to that room, you know, the idea does really not thrill me very much. Okay, Pete?
No, I'm going to call Captain Hall, see if I can arrange it. It's a good idea. We have a visitor.
Viki.
Hello, Tina. Mr. O'Neill. I was going to go knock on your door, but saw you sitting here instead. Tina, I wanted you to know that I did try to get Niki Smith to come back.
You did?
Yes, unfortunately, the attempt failed. I asked Dr. Polk to put me under hypnosis, and he did. But Niki Smith refused to come forward. I just want you to know that I have doubts about your guilt, and I really wanted to find out what Niki's version was of what happened.
That was very courageous of you.
Yeah, so it's hopeless, huh? It's just absolutely hopeless. I really thought that Niki was going to come out and she was going to clear me of all this.
Look, were there any traces of memory, anything at all?
No, not of Niki's memory. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I did try.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And this was very brave of you. I am sure your doctor didn't want you to do this, and I am positive that Clint didn't want you to either.
I wish you the best of luck. I hope that Mr. O'Neill can find another way to prove your innocence.
I think the only thing that's going to prove my innocence is a miracle.
Bye.
Viki. I'm real sorry about everything.
That is one classy lady.
Yeah, a little too classy. That's what started this whole mess.
You know, Clint Buchanan mentioned something to me about that you were trouble when you first came to town and you were trouble now. What was he talking about?
Look, that's all ancient history. I really don't see what any of that has to do with this.
I'll tell you what it has to do with it. The prosecutor might bring it up, and I want to be prepared.
Yeah. Well, you see, what happened was I was very young and stupid then. It's just the problem with me. I just happened to get a little older. I didn't seem to get any smarter.
Well, I'm going to call Ed Hall and see if we can arrange this. And if we can, way over in the car, you can tell me about being young and stupid.
The Carey O'Neill murder trial is scheduled to begin tomorrow. Tina Clayton, the defendant in the case. The police have clamped a lid on many facts in this bizarre case, but WVLE will be at the courthouse to give you the full story tomorrow night.
Time is it?
It's about 8:50.
Mitch, you're missing a piece of lapis.
So I am.
You never noticed it before?
I guess putting this watch on is so automatic I didn't pay any attention to it. I could have lost it. Well, I guess I could have lost it anywhere, huh?
When did I lose it? When was it? Was it that day? Well, it was before that day. Man, oh man. It wasn't in that room. Couldn't have been. Nah. All right. Just
Get a grip on yourself, Mitch. It's gonna be okay. Missing lapis stone is not gonna convict you of murder, man. You know what I think? I think that Brody guy is behind all of this.
Rob, come on.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I know he took all the chocolate that was sitting here.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him capable of doing all this other weird stuff that's going on here, not unless he's a ghost, and I really don't believe he's a ghost. Do you?
No, I don't. I guess you're right. Look, let's go to the bar or something. Let's get something to drink, and maybe somebody down there knows something about this guy, huh?
All right, sounds good, and I'll whip you in the pool.
You will not whip me in the pool. Oh, let's write a note. You know where we're going. Okay.
All right, time to get to work. Check Cassie's room, make sure the lights are still out.
The room is dark.
Good, excellent. Now I will show you how I can alter Cassie's dreams. So she will only be thinking of you. Brody, 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 Brody. Cassie, Brody's a wonderful young man. Cassie, you're attracted to him. Brody's a very good-looking young man. Cassie, you want him. Someone who will understand you. Brody will. Brody's gentle. Brody's kind and sensitive. All your thoughts should be on Brody, 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 Brody.
Thank you, officer.
You're welcome, Mr. O'Neill.
Where's the light switch?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
What is it?
Oh, my God. Ah.
What?
Damn, that was stupid of me. Of course, this would still be here. It's a sealed room. I'd my brother have to die here.
Peter, you're all right.
I'm all right. What in the hell was he doing going out with a woman who wasn't even real? It was somebody, was a figment of Viki Buchanan's imagination. What?
Look, I don't know, Pete. Maybe he hadn't broken up with Dorian and...
Who the hell is Dorian?
Pete, she's Victor Lord's ex-wife and widow. So she's very wealthy. She owns WBLE and part of the banner and everything. And her and Viki, they don't get along. She was my friend, but Mitch kind of ruined that, too.
Yeah. Got around that guy.
Yeah.
Come on in. I didn't mean to blow up like that. All right, let's get on with this. Door was closed, and you were outside, and you called out Nicole Smith's name.
Yeah, and then Mitch opened the door. He grabbed my arm and he pulled me in here. I was so shocked. I didn't even know what was happening. He was so mad at me. He started screaming at me. He told me I was going to louse everything up.
Did Nicole Smith say anything?
No, she didn't. It was like she was on some kind of drugs or something. She didn't say anything. Look, I went over to her. I tried to get her out of here, but he pulled me away from her.
All right, where was she sitting? Here, where?
She was right here. And I saw the gun. And I started to get real scared, so I started asking Mitch some questions. I tried to find out what was going on, and so he told me his plan. His plan was he was waiting for Clint to come through the door, then he was going to shoot him. And as soon as he shot Clint, then he was going to put the gun in Niki's hand, and that she was going to get caught, and they were going to put her away forever.
All right, is that when you grabbed the gun?
That's when we started to struggle, and no, I didn't get the gun right then. He put it in his belt. I didn't know what to do. I was so shocked. I had no idea what to do, and I decided I had to do something. So I pretended to go along with it. I told him how happy I was that he did, and then I went to him, and when we embraced, I got the gun from him. I grabbed the gun. And that's when we really started to struggle.
All right, where? Show me, please, where?
It was, I was right here, okay, and I got the gun from him, and I started to back away from him. I pointed the gun at him. I told him that he had to get out of here. If he got out of here, I wouldn't tell anyone, and then before I knew it, Look, Pete, I couldn't shoot him. I could not. I couldn't use the gun. And before I knew it, he had it. He pushed me on the sofa, and I tried to get back up, and we struggled. I struggled for the gun. I tried to get it away from him, and it went off in the ceiling. And then he pushed me on the sofa again. He pushed me there. And then before I knew it, before I could do anything, your brother walked in, and
That's when I got the slug in the heart.
Yeah. I was so shocked. It's like everything that happened in slow motion from that point. I don't know. I was so shocked, and then Mitch, he dropped the gun and he left. I tried to stop him, but he
must have figured Clint was on the way. He knew that, and that's why he didn't put the gun in Niki's hand as he planned. He didn't have time.
And Niki was screaming. She was bending over Harry's body, and she was sobbing, and that's where she was when Clint walked in.
And Mitch got on a plane to Miami. Disguised, or at least under a phony name.
No, Pete, there really isn't anything here that's going to help me. There's nothing else I can tell you, because the only one who knows the truth is Niki Smith, and she knows. She knows that I am telling you the God's honest truth.
All right, this was not a good idea. Let's go.
Tomorrow, following Webster, Richard Klein guest stars on The Comedy Factory. Then Bill Cosby, Jane Fonda, and Alan Alda star in California Suite, an ABC movie special.
General Hospital.
Just drop your pride and try and find Holly.
But can Robert get to Holly in time to save her from danger?
Don't you push me too far, Mr. Scorpio.
General Hospital.